Thoughts on playing both Aguero and Auber up front together? It could work. You're right, Andy. Good to see you in the chat. Right now, I feel like there's so much value in midfield that 2 premium price strikers potentially isn't necessary, especially if you have Salah. Could it work? Of course it could. Aubameyang has really good fixtures. Right now, as far as fixture ease goes, West Ham, Cardiff, Newcastle, Everton, Watford. Now, potentially Everton, Watford, both home fixtures for the record. The form those 2 sides are on, maybe it'd be a bit of a game, but against West Ham, West Ham's defence does not look good, and Arsenal are playing them at home. Cardiff and Newcastle do not look like much of a threat at all. So Aubameyang definitely got in the position to score goals against Chelsea. He just was poor in front of goal. And to be fair to him, he's not usually poor in front of goal from what we've previously seen. So I would say potentially that would be a good gamble. Is it something I'm going for? To be fair, I'm quite happy with Aguero as my main premium price striker. I don't think I need to change that right now. So that's probably not the move I'd make, but it could definitely work. Yeah, I mean, a lot of you are bringing up a good point about Danny Ings. He has had a very good amount of shots on goal. Aguero, Mitrovic, Ings, Wilson, I think those are kind of the players with the good amount of shots on goal that you can think about. As Mikel joins the flock, thank you so much. Danny Ings is definitely in my consideration. I really like the look of Wilson. In the games I've seen him playing recently, he's looked really, really good. So, not 100% sure if I would definitely go Wilson. Because the reason I had King was I liked their fixtures. Bournemouth's fixtures now, of course, aren't as great. I mean, it's Everton next, then it's Chelsea. Then it is Leicester, Burnley, Crystal Palace, Watford. So I may stick with that, whereas Southampton's fixtures do have good free fixtures. Then Liverpool, Wolves, Chelsea, Bournemouth. It goes a bit up and down after that. So I don't know for definite which forward I'm going to bring in, but Sanchez is definitely leaving. Ricarlison most likely coming in, just because I think it's a bit risky not to bring him in now. I think his ownership's only going to keep increasing. Steph Christo asks, should they take hits for game week 3? Now, usually I'm anti making hits unless there is a clear reason to do so. I personally think this game week is probably an area where you could take a hit. I wouldn't take massive hits, but it's early on in the game. We want to get our teams as set as possible for the rest of the season. Right now, could you make those points up? You're giving yourself the most amount of time to make those transfer hits up. So what the community call it is a mini wildcard, where you take hits, you've saved up a transfer, so you've got 2 transfers, you then maybe make 1 or 2 more, so you've changed 3 to 4 of your players, and that potentially strengthens your team for the next 3 to 6 to 9 game weeks, however long you want to try and play it. So I definitely think it's the right time if you're that way inclined to take a transfer hit. But if your team's doing well, then you don't need to make a transfer hit. If your team's already doing well and you're looking at it and thinking it still looks good for game week 3, maybe just make the 1 transfer and then see and evaluate after game week 3. But if you need to, transfer hits this game week are, in my mind, acceptable.